Hey everyone, so in this video you'll be showing you how to set up your Alex Linnmon tabletop. You'll need 2 of these Alexes. It depends on which one you are planning on making. There's about 4 different ways on making it, depending on whether you want the legs, whether you don't want the legs, but in this one I won't be using the legs. I just have the 2 Alex drawers and the Linnmon tabletop. Okay, so according to the picture you should have 6 of these type of bolts, 28 of these type of bolts, 12 of the bigger bolts, 16 of these type of smaller ones, 10 of those type of bolts, 20 of those type of bolts, 16 of these, 4 of these, 2 of these clear things, and 1 of this wrench looking thing. And also to complete this project you're going to need a hammer and 2 screwdrivers. The first one here is one with the 4 points. I'm sorry it's kind of worn away, but it does the job fine. And the second one is a flat, more paddle type of screwdriver. Okay, so as soon as you open the box you can see there's a variation of things here. There's 1 of these, there's 2 of those smaller ones and 3 of the bigger ones. There's 2 of these and these slide out, but you can see that later. There's 7 of those ones, I'm pretty sure. There's 4 of these ones. There's 2 of those, and then I think there's 3 of those ones there. There's also 5 of these wooden floor things, and there's also 2 of these with the holes in them. Okay, so first we're going to grab these 3 pieces. Basically this one here and this one here were the ones with the silver stripes, and this is the big singular panel with just the 6 holes in it. Okay, so basically first we're going to play with these 2 panels right here. You can see, as I said, these are the ones with the slidey parts to them. But basically the slide parts are going to go outwards, and you can see only on one side that there are 5 of these little holes right here. Okay, so first we are going to grab 6 of these bolts. These are the second one that we grabbed. In the photo they look like this. This one just here, so not the first big ones that we grabbed, but the second one. There are 28 in total, so we're going to be grabbing just 6 of these. And what we're going to do with these is we're going to screw them into this one, and the bottom one, and this one, and the bottom one. So you're going to leave the second and the 4th free. Okay, so when you're done with one of the panels, it should look something like this. Okay, so next we're going to grab 4 of these brown ones in the picture. They are these ones down the bottom just here. And then what we're going to do with these is we're going to place them in these 4 spots that we left remaining. Okay, so next we're going to grab this panel here, which is that one that I showed you just before, the ones with the 6. And you can see on the side there are also 5 of these incisions right here. You can see, I hope, that there are a couple of the bigger ones here and a couple of the smaller ones here. So basically, as you can imagine, you can grab these 6 that we screwed in here and place them in accordance to this one just here. So go ahead and do that. So next you're going to grab 6 of these ones. Now these are the bigger ones. You can see that next to it on your right side, I'm pretty sure, is the smaller one, which is this one right here. The way you can tell the difference is on the bigger one you can see that there's a little gap right there. On the smaller one there's not. But basically you want to grab the bigger one. Okay, so with the 6 of these you're going to place them in these 6 spots right here. Okay, so as you can see just here there's a little bit of that screw that we placed in there popping out. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to correspond this little bit right here to that little bit right there. Place that in just like that, and then you're going to screw it in until it locks. So what it does is basically that's the screw, and all it does is it wraps itself around it in order to lock it to stop these from coming apart, because as you saw, the way that we got them together in the first place was just by pushing them together. So I'm just going to do that to the other 4 that we have remaining, and then we'll come right back. Okay, so once you are done it should look something like this. Next all we're going to do is we're just going to set this aside. Next we're going to be playing with this one here. Now I brought this one here so I can show you the difference between the 2. In this one you can see there are also 5 holes on each side, but on this one the holes are a little bit smaller. Now the big way you can tell which one to grab is on this one here, this little hole right here is see-through. This one is also see-through, that one is also see-through, and same on the other side. So we want to grab this one because this one is not see-through on the other side, and that is very important in this next step. Okay, so next you're going to grab another 6 of these ones that we used before, and then similarly we're going to screw them into the first, the third, and the 5th hole on both sides. So once again, you're going to grab 4 of these little brown twisty looking things, and then take a guess where these are going to go. Into these 4 holes. Okay, so next we're going to grab this old panel here. I know it's a little bit hard to see, but if you can see just in the back, there are 4 of these little hole things. So that is the side that you want to go and focus on first. So once again, you're going to line these up with the holes just in the back over here. There are also 5, I'm sorry. For me, I decided it would be easier if I showed you this way. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to align all of these up and then just push it down. And then basically once you're done, the back should be on just like this. So once again, you're going to grab 6 of these bolts right here, and then if you can see there's 3 holes on either side on the top where you're going to screw these in just like you did before. Okay, so next you can see on these sides here there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of these screws here. Once again, you're going to grab 4 of these little twisty looking things and then just place them in the 2nd and the 4th position on both of these. It looks something like this. Then you're going to hammer them in. Okay, so next I'm going to grab this panel right here. Now as you can see, as I said before, this bit is see-through, as you can see. And basically what you're going to do from there is the 2 sides look slightly different. So this one here is basically the inside, and as you can see that corresponds to that and that corresponds to that. Whereas on this side, you can see they do not. So basically you're going to take the side which corresponds on the inside and basically just push the 2 pieces together. Okay, so next you're going to grab these 6 bolts. There are only 6 of these, and these are the first ones that I showed you. As you can see in the picture, they are these bolts right here. And then basically what you're going to do with these is you're going to grab that and place that in here and then wind that in with this gazmo bob right here. And then once you're done with that, they should look something like this. And then next you're going to grab these 4 black things which look like this, and then you're going to hammer those in these holes right here. And then when you're done, they should look like this, and then here are the bottom ones. So next you're going to sit this up, and then basically you're done with that, so you're going to move that out of the way. So next you're going to play with these ones here, and I'm grabbing the 2 small ones at first. And then basically what you're going to do, grab this one and then 2 of these, and then you're going to screw these into the top ones up here. So that one and that one right there. And then I'm going to continue to do that to all 5 of these pieces in total, so there should be 4 left after you've done the first one. Okay, so next we're going to be handling these ones again, and now basically these are the smaller ones. There are 2 of these smaller ones, and then there are 3 of these bigger ones, which are a different setup to these ones here. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to grab this smaller one right here. You'll have a few of these ones as I showed you before, so there's basically going to be 4 of these ones here, and basically what you can see is this is a matching set right here. So you can see the ends are the same, the middles are the same, but on the bottom right here you can see that there's a hole at the bottom and a hole at the top. So basically what you're going to do is, I'm going to take the one closest to me here, which has the bottom here. So basically the easiest way I can explain this to you is basically the side with the bolt on it is going to match the side with the hole in it. Similarly, as we showed before, basically once you place that on there, you can see the bolt through it. On only the small ones, you're going to grab the 4 remaining twisty things, I keep calling them twisty things, and then you're going to place them in these holes just like this, and then you're going to hammer them down. And you're going to do that on both of the sides. So then once again, as I just demonstrated, you're going to place that in there until it is sitting there just like that. Now once again, you can see that this is the matching pair because you have one of the holes on the other side, and then place it like this. We're going to grab a couple of these smaller bolts, and then basically we're going to place that in here and then screw that so it locks it in place. Similarly, we're going to do it on the other side. Place it there and then screw it down. Okay, so next we're going to grab a panel like this. Now this is basically one of the 5 panels that came in a big bunch which look like this. So there's quite a few of them, and I'm just going to set those 5 aside at first. And then basically what we're going to do is, this is the bottom part to this drawer right here. So basically I'm going to grab the white side here. This is not a default, that is meant to be slightly cut in, and this is meant to be slightly cut in, and then on the top sides they're perfectly straight. So you can see the difference. On this side it's straight, and on this side there's a cut in it. So the cut you want facing downwards. So you're going to slide that in just like this. So then basically that just sits there like that. Okay, so next you're going to grab these 2 pieces right here, and basically these pieces are basically a 1 stripe indent right here basically, and on the other side it's completely plain. And then basically what you're going to do is you're going to align this little line here with this bit here, and then push it in until it sits in there perfectly. And all you're going to do is just push it all together so that it fits perfectly like this. And then from there you're going to grab 4 of these white screw type looking things, and then basically what you're going to do is turn it to its side, and you can see that there are 4 holes in total towards the back, and you're just going to grab this and hammer that in all 4 of them. And then once you've done that, your first drawer is done. So you're going to continue to do that for your other singular small drawer. And now basically with the bigger bolts, they're slightly different. Instead of using the twisty things, we're going to be using these silver bolts. Now these are obviously the ones that look slightly funnier, but basically what you're going to be doing is screwing these into these holes just there, where you basically screwed the other brown bolts before. Once again, you can see that you need to grab 2 of these type of panel things. Now before there was holes in them, but this one you can see the difference is basically that this side here has got the indent on the upper side, and then this side here has got the indent on the lower side. So basically in order to get the panel on, you're going to need to have the indents facing each other this way, if you can see what I mean. So basically I'm just going to place that on here like this, and then to make sure that this little line continues up with this panel. So similarly with this one, I'm going to grab the panel and place it on there and ensure that that line continues upwards. And then once again, to set those bolts in, I'm going to grab the smaller bolts and then just place them in there quickly, and then just tighten them once again. Then once again, you're going to grab one of these panels, ensuring that the curvy bit is facing down, And then you're going to place that in between the two slots right there. And then you're going to grab this one here, which once again you can see has got the indent and then the two slits, and then place that on the top of that, just like you did with the small drawers. And then just place it in until it basically hugs itself. As you did with the previous drawers, you're going to take the clear ones, you're going to take 4 of those and basically hammer them in. Then once again your drawer is done, so you're going to do that to the remaining 2 drawers. Okay, so basically now we're almost at the end of the tutorial. So what we're going to do is, you can see that there are a whole bunch of these silver things. This is what we made at first, as you can obviously tell. In order to get the drawers in, you could do what I just tried to do and basically do it the wrong way. And we're going to do it the easy way, not the hard way that I just tried to do. But basically what you're going to do is you're going to pull these two drawers out. You're going to grab your drawer and you're going to place the drawer in between the 2 metal bars. Just like that. So you can see that the bars have actually been placed in here before they get pushed in here. So then what I do is I basically slide the drawer in and push the drawer into the metal parts. Now I will admit this takes a lot of effort. This is probably the hardest part of it all. But once you've got it in there, you can see that the bar is basically in there perfectly. So once again we're going to show you with this middle bar here. So you're going to pull out the bars, grab the drawer, sit the drawer in between the 2 metal bits, push the drawer in all the way, and then once you've pulled it out, the metal bit is there perfectly. Basically the last step is to secure the drawers in there permanently. On the inside of the drawer you can see that there's one little hole right there. You're going to grab this little screw, which is basically the last screw you'll have left, and then you're just going to place that in there and then screw that into place. And then once you've done that to all of the drawers, you're basically done with your Alex. So I'm going to go and quickly do the second one. And as you can see, all that is left from this set are these 4 little things which we will use later, and that's basically just something you can keep. Okay, so basically I had finished setting up the second Alex drawer. All I did was, this is still in its wrapping, this is the Linnmon, this is 175 across by 75 centimeters, I do believe. Basically all I did is I just set it on top, and now I've just adjusted these. So I'm going to take off the wrapping and I'll show you how to connect them all properly. Before we put the tabletop on, I'm going to quickly show you how to use these, and basically these are just like anti-slip grips for the tabletop so it doesn't move. And in each of the Alexes it came with 2, so this one comes with 2, and then this one came with 2 as well. They're just like stickers, so all you're going to do is just unpeel them and then just place it on the very corner of the table. Push it down and just tear it away. So that's basically what I'm going to do just really quickly before I put the tabletop on. Okay, so once you remove the table out of its box, which you can see just behind, that's basically what the tabletop looks like. All I'm going to do is basically just place it right back on the top here where I'm standing at the moment. And so yeah, there is your finished IKEA Alex Linnmon drawer. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm exhausted right now. Hopefully this helps some of you guys. I know that obviously it wasn't the easiest to be able to follow just because, you know, it's a hand cam and I don't have a tripod, but I cannot wait to, you know, set it up. As you can see, all of my makeup is there ready to be packed and everything. So yeah, I will talk to you guys next time. Bye guys. And also to complete this project, you're going to need 2 screw. You can see I'm going to go out and I'm going to grab. Ooh.